The owner of a summer horse camp has settled a lawsuit that was set to go to trial tomorrow morning.
That lawsuit filed by the victim of a sex offender who worked at that summer camp for over 2 decades. Tonight, the Fox 9 investigators lay out the evidence in the case to show us what's at stake and why more victims may yet come forward. Here's Tom Lydon.
Along a stretch of Highway 27 in central Minnesota, you'll find the Circle R Ranch, a summer horse camp for children and teens covered in snow and ice. For Scott Fortier, a familiar presence at Circle R Ranch for more than 2 decades, the camp offered something he could find nowhere else: easy access to victims.
Scott was basically given free range, carte blanche to roam around a camp for children where there was limited supervision and 0 consequences.
This woman began going to Circle R when she was just 7 years old, and by 16 became a junior camp counselor. She watched as Scott Fortier, a senior counselor and activities director, would supply alcohol and groom underage girls he called Scotty's hotties. He would request topless photos and made promises to hire them as camp counselors. According to police and prosecutors, he also had sex with girls at the camp and in the off-season at his home in the Twin Cities.
And they would idolize him. And they knew that when they were older, they could get alcohol from Scott, and he would get their phone numbers. So he was grooming the girls and using his position and influence there to continue the relationships even when they weren't at camp.
In 2005, she reported Fortier's behavior to the owner of Circle R Ranch, Jack McCoy, who kicked him out. But by 2008, Fortier was back as a volunteer, doing the same job, but without a title or pay. Fortier, she says, had done research and mistakenly thought as long as he wasn't in a, quote, position of authority, he could have sex with underage girls.
And that is specifically because of his unique interpretation of the criminal law.
Correct, 100%. He claimed he met with a lawyer to help walk him through the logistics and the specific steps he would need to take to be able to have sexual relations with 15-year-olds without going to jail. Didn't work out too well.
In 2016, police raided Fortier's home in Blaine. He was 37 at the time and had invited 2 camp counselors, a 15 and 17-year-old, to go hot tubbing, getting them drunk and videotaping his sexual encounters with both. Police discovered a hidden camera in the home and hundreds of images of child pornography. Fortier was convicted of both state charges of criminal sexual conduct and federal charges of producing child pornography. A federal judge describing Fortier and Circle R Ranch as a wolf let loose in a field of sheep, sentencing him to 25 years in prison. But the fallout continues. A civil trial to begin Monday was settled at the last minute on Friday. The lawsuit filed by one of Fortier's victims, referred to as Doe 600, who claims Jack McCoy, as the owner of Circle R Ranch, was negligent in his supervision and hiring of Fortier. More lawsuits against Circle R Ranch are expected as more victims come forward. When we talked to McCoy recently, he minimized Fortier's role at the camp.
No, he never came back. I mean, he would come back, but he was never hired, And a lot of my staff would come back and hang out.
Jack McCoy just gave me the same story he's been telling people for years, that Scott Fortier was never in a position of authority here at the camp because he was never a camp counselor, was never even getting paid. If all that's true, it raises a really good question. What was a grown man doing coming to a kid's horse camp year after year after year?
So is that why Scott kept coming back? Because he had easy access to young underage girls?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. And he would joke about it. Why would I stop coming here when there's so many girls?
And according to the lawsuit, Scott Fortier was also good for business, entertaining and enthralling female campers. One of his victims called it the Scotty Show. To a friend, he'd brag, "I am to summer camps what Adrian Peterson is to running backs. It's truly my gift."
There is no way that this many assaults could have possibly happened over this many years to this many girls if Jack McCoy would not have let Sorry.
She says many of the victims she knows were too ashamed to come forward. Even now, she's concealing her identity because Fortier has tried to reach out to her from prison. He has never expressed regret or remorse, and his exact number of victims is unknown. And despite the bleak and decrepit look of Circle R Ranch in winter, Jack McCoy told me it'll be open for business as usual come summer. For the Fox 9 investigators, I'm Tom Lydon.
Scott Fortier was scheduled to testify remotely from prison in the civil case. Lawyers on both sides declined to comment on the settlement or terms of that agreement.